Lethal Opinions.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Lethal Opinions podcast, where we get lethal. So, today's episode, we're going to be talking about the Ubisoft Forward and maybe a few other games because Sylas didn't prepare as per usual.
No.
Really? Because I can
I
bring up
don't read the
the horror
script. The
movie,
script
horror movie
reads
thing.
me.
You want to talk about the horror movie thing? No? Okay, cool. All right. Anyways, so as I was
What?
saying, when my brother came on to talk about horror games, and you had all your questions about horror movies.
Oh, your brother. I forgot he existed. Yeah.
Anyways,
Bro, just
so today we're going to
forgot
talk about
Zach
Ubisoft
was the
Forward,
first.
which I have a funny little story about. Last night I watched the whole thing with a friend of mine named Sniker, who was going to be here, but I think he fell asleep. And what
Band
ended
practice.
up happening was I wanted to make a drinking game out of it. And so the rules were very simple. It was something like I ended up changing it after like the first one because like if I had kept how it originally was, I would have gotten drunk within like the first 2-3 minutes. Like it was bad. It was really bad. So I had a couple rules. So first rule number one, biggest rule is that I could not drink more than like one drink per let me see here. Yeah, okay. So basically I was
drink.
not allowed to drink more than once per project. Make sense?
Right.
So like if a project was Assassin's Creed and was also a musical based game, I couldn't take 2 shots. It was just one. And that'll make sense here in a second. So that was my biggest rule. I also changed some of them, and this is what it ended up being. So every time I cringed, that's a shot. Every licensed game, I take a shot. Every Assassin's Creed, Ghost Recon, and Far Cry game, I take a shot. Every musical based game, I take a shot. And if it's open world, I take a shot.
Oh my god.
Which I think are pretty, funny. And the original one was also, we were going to have woke moments where they're trying to be like hip and relevant with the political crowd. And where I was also going to have one where it was, if a project didn't end within 20 minutes, I was going to take a shot. Thank God I removed that one because I removed it after we watched the Avatar one because it kept fucking going.
Yeah, no.
Every single one went on for 20 plus minutes. And I was like, oh my God, I'm going to have to take a shot for every single one of these. So that's where I changed all of them. So yeah, anyways, my point is I got drunk within like the first 3 projects. So yeah, so anyways, that was pretty fun. That was an enjoyable
Sounds
time.
like a fun night, yeah.
I don't know why I brought all that up. I thought it'd be funnier, but no one's laughing, so.
No. You got the whole squad laughing, bro. Ha
I
ha
do.
ha.
I do got the whole
Whoa,
squad
he like drank alcohol. Holy shit.
Oh my god, I get it now. He drank.
Wait, what? Hold on. What were you drinking though? What were you taking shots of?
Ooh. Black
So
currant.
anyways, as I was saying, today's episode is it's about Ubisoft Forward, and it was miserable. It was bad.
alcohol.
It was bad. And you know what the saddest thing is that it made Xbox look so much better this year because Xbox had the best showcase.
That's really hard to do because
That
ever
sounds very
since
political.
ever since Halo 5 occurred, the Xbox exclusive didn't really work. But, you know.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I thought my camera was bugging out. It's just my microphone.
But
yeah,
that's just a little side thing. Legit. I'm an Xbox fan, through and through, but I don't really, care about the competition, whatever. But I do, but I don't. And when you got PlayStation releasing God of War and all that stuff for years, and you're like, okay, they know cool stories, they're pretty cool until Last of Us 2 came out. Then I was like, oh, never mind, they don't. But the thing is, right, lesbians. But the thing is, at the same time, Halo 5 was just existent, and then Halo Infinite came out. And they just suck.
I think it's funny that
So
the
let's get on
Xbox
with
Game
that.
Showcase didn't
Ubisoft.
show anything on Halo. I thought that was
Infinite?
really funny.
Yeah. Oh. Infinite. I don't know.
What do you mean, bro? That would require effort. I'm not gonna do that.
So going back to Ubisoft Forward, I guess we should just start off with the first game. Have you guys seen the Avatar showcase?
I haven't.
I have, and I've also received fucking YouTube adverts for it too.
It looks bad.
Just to clarify, before we go on, I've not seen any showcase. I've only seen the trailers. So.
Oh yeah, we should talk about that. So Sylas has this repeating gag. Now we all have repeating gags at this point. I'm always late, even though I was
he
up
loves
there
to
early
gag
this morning.
All right, I'll put myself out there. I'll say it how it is. I haven't watched all of the showcases. I kind of skipped through them a little bit here
That's
and
fine.
there.
I'm not
But
gonna
I
talk
did
about the
it
showcases
at the
that
Come
very
on,
much.
at the
Brody.
very
Seriously,
least.
man?
At the very least, I did get an idea of what's going on.
Silas
I don't
just straight
think
up
Sylas
didn't watch
did.
the showcase, despite me telling him, "Hey, we're gonna watch the showcase. We're not gonna talk about everything that came out this year. We're gonna talk about the showcase." It's like, yeah. I got you. So I didn't watch the showcase. I just watched the trailers
Why are you laughing?
because it's incredibly funny, Silas.
It is. It is actually like quality.
Silas is about to
Content.
break down. He's at his breaking point right now. You can see in his eyes.
I'm just gonna have a. You keep talking about your shenanigans. Reference the second podcast. But I'm just gonna have a look at the conversation. I was gonna explain. Just talking about a quick question, Peter. No clue. Pretty sure. Can't sadly. Yeah, I said I can't watch it. Sadly, and you go, damn. The last word you said was damn.
No. It's not that you couldn't watch it. I asked if you wanted to watch it together, and you said
Oh,
can't.
I
Sadly,
just I can't watch it at all. Sadly.
you probably should have specified that because what it came across
I
was
probably should have. Looking back now, I should have. But you know what? In life, we look too far backwards and we dwell in the past, and we can't be stuck in the past because that's what happened to that one dude, Johnny.
because that's where we play the shitty games that suck ass. So anyway, Ubisoft Forward. So I think we should start with Avatar. So Avatar was pretty goddamn
Good
bad.
movie.
I hated the movies.
Yeah,
I
no,
will
it
make that
was.
clear. I don't like either. I've never seen the second one. Actually, I'll be honest.
James Cameron, though.
I have not seen the second film. I actually want
I haven't
to.
seen the second one
even though I know it's gonna be. I want to just for the sake of
I
it.
like the first one.
I hated
But
it.
yeah, no, I actually did. I'll put.
I like the first
I'm
one.
gonna put. I'm gonna say a very controversial yet so brave opinion. I actually like the first Avatar somewhat.
No, that
kind
doesn't
of.
sound
It's
like
fine.
an
I hear a lot of people
unpopular
say that they
opinion.
like it. I don't. I think it's just
Well,
Yeah, no,
anti-capitalist garbage.
I-
like
I-
that
second
whole movie.
I think the story's a bit lazy.
But
Well,
blue
yeah, but to
people
me, that's one of
cool.
the most important parts about a movie. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
no,
you have to have a
exactly.
decent story, or
yeah.
at least you have to tell the story well. But it doesn't do either. It's just, oh, look at the pretty
Yeah, no.
visuals. Ignore the fact that this is
And-
literally
and the
anti-capitalist.
pretty
It's
visuals are
anti-capitalist
pretty.
propaganda. That's what the whole movie is. It's literally
Oh,
just that.
that's why Pertlight doesn't like it because he's American.
Oh yeah, totally.
Damn
'Cause
it.
I'm a pro-American.
Yeah, no,
motherfucker.
yeah, no.
Well, I
he's
like it
he's a
because it was like
communist.
Blue Man Group the movie. You know, it was great. I enjoyed it.
There were
And
some
they
things
put
I
their
thought were
hair
cool
together and
and
did some-
unique. I just couldn't stand the fucking like here we go. If you want your theme
Yeah,
to be about
no.
like a political thing like anti-capitalism, I'm all for that, but make the story about that. Stop trying to portray the
Yeah.
humans as like literally evil when it makes it
Yeah,
like,
no.
humans are just
I'm
doing it to
sorry,
get their
but
resources so that they can
isn't
survive.
just objectively evil.
AKA
Yeah.
oil moment.
Because then it stops being a political commentary on humanity because you're not representing humanity anymore. You're representing just this pretend evil force. It's not
Exactly.
real.
That's why I hated
Oil
it.
moment?
And I hated it. I hated it. Like it was a bad movie. The only thing redeemable
Do you
was
like
the
it?
visuals, which were impressive. But even then, it's like, okay, I'll just watch a
Yeah.
cartoon. I'll watch
But-
Into the
but
Spider.
like, you don't
you're
understand.
supposed to
It's
like
the
it
second
because like
grossing film in the box office after
the
Endgame.
disabled guy fucks the alien girl. You're supposed to like it.
Why, he is
I fucked
disabled,
an
isn't he?
alien
I
girl and
forgot
no one
about
gave
that.
me credit, which is bullshit.
Hey, just because she wasn't a citizen, you can't call her that. Come on.
All right. Anyways, so yeah, I thought it was funny because it was literally just Far Cry, but with tall blue people, and like that was the whole game. It was Far Cry Primal, but
Yeah,
you
but you
have
know
some
what?
guns.
Yeah, but it was basically just Mac and me, but just painted blue.
It was
So,
Mac
I
and
don't
me
know.
if Mac and me was actually bad. That's basically what it
I
was.
I want to see a Mac and me first person shooter battle royale.
You play as Mac.
No, just a
Zap
POV
people.
of Mac. Just a re-release of the film, but
That-
just in the
That's
perspective
what
of
we
Mac.
need. That's what we need, Ubisoft. Where have
Come
you
on,
been all this
Ubisoft, get on
Yeah,
it, you
that-
fucking idiots.
You know that game? Oh, what's that old game where we used to play? You know, Who's Your Dad?
Yes.
Imagine that, but the baby's just Mac.
And the dad has a watermelon.
Wow, great. Anyways,
Thanks.
the next game
So
was
Ubisoft Forward.
X Defiant.
Ooh.
So did you watch that one, Silas? Did you actually see that? So X Defiant is basically a okay. So you know Call of Duty Mobile?
Yes.
Okay, it's Call of Duty Mobile, but you can play it across all platforms. That's what it is.
Yeah.
It's also made by Ubisoft and has characters from it has
Wait, no, I
characters
have seen.
it has characters from a bunch of Ubisoft games.
Yeah, it's literally
Is that
just
the one
Call
with
of
like the
Duty.
chick
It's
with
Ubisoft
the
Mobile.
Is that the one with the thumbnail of the trailer or whatever? It's got like a chick with a bow or something on it. No, maybe I'm thinking of someone else.
Is
There's some green on. It's hit me backwards. I've dementia. Let me have a look.
Hey, I'm the one that's supposed to have
Ah,
dementia. That's
my
my
mistake. I was
job.
thinking of the hit Academy Award-winning film and Disney movie Brave, starring. No, I'm joking. It wasn't that. It was X.
Anyways, for fuck's sakes. So the whole entire game is basically more or less it's just COD Mobile.
Oh.
Everyone has like these little special abilities, and it like I'm gonna say it, of all the games I've seen this year get announced.
Don't you want a Ubisoft themed COD Mobile with ultimate ability?
Here's the thing, right? I'm actually all for it because it looks kind of fun. And
No.
but wait, this is where it gets funny. This is where it gets really funny, right? This is the funniest part.
That is
On
funny.
launch, they made a whole thing about this, and it's really pathetic that they had to make a whole thing off this, but I give them credit because they did. They made it clear they were going to release with more content than Halo Infinite did.
Oh,
What do you mean? Is that what they said?
They
ho,
they
ho, ho.
showed they were going to have more game modes. They're going to have more maps. They're going to have more characters and
Wait, would they
customization, more
do a
guns.
direct comparison?
No,
to
they
that?
didn't. But
Or
I'm
this-
making the direct comparison for them because it
Ah.
exists. Yeah, they weren't going to say
I was gonna
that.
say it wasn't really
I
much,
think
was it?
I think
Okay,
they
we've added. They could easily have just said, okay, we've added 3 game modes to the game, and they would have won. So like, it's not really much of a compare. You could have compared
No,
it.
I just think
to
it's
a
funny. It's
better-
just like they have you know, 5 game modes. They have 14 maps. They have like 26 guns. And then the year that's the game on launch. And then on the year 1 season or whatever the fuck they're calling it, some stupid shit. They're adding 4 new factions on top of the already 3 existing ones and
Oh,
the
yeah.
one that's coming later down in the first year.
Well,
So they're adding
that's
they're
how
adding 4
Ubisoft
more.
does
They're
things,
adding like
isn't it?
30
Like,
guns. They're adding
they
like
do
14
years.
more maps.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just-
That's how Ubisoft does things, isn't it? The years, because year passes. They do it with For Honor. They do it with Siege.
They do it with fucking Wildlands and Breakpoint.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's just really funny because it's like, wow, this is really pathetic that the COD knockoff is going to have more content on launch than Call of Duty.
Oh god.
And like, it legitimately, like, my
I-
brother got mad at me because I was like, yeah, this doesn't look bad, and he was like, no, it does. I'm like, maybe I'm crazy, but this doesn't look terrible. Even the time to kill is better than COD.
Right. So basically, your
Just graphically, it
standards
looks like
have been
shit.
lowered. No. Your standards have been lowered by
Yes.
how
Dude,
shit
eat
modern
your
gaming
slop.
is.
Yeah, eat my slop. I'm eating my slop now because this actually looks fun.
Eat your
This
slop
reminds me
right
of
now.
old school
Yum,
COD.
yum.
It
I mean-
looks like Call of Duty
Alright,
Modern Warfare
listen.
2 and Black Ops 2.
Listen, I think I'm gonna need a wee bit more convincing.
You'd
But
watch
I'm
the
willing to-
trailer. You
I'm
know,
wi-
you might
I'm
even
willing-
get.
Brooklyn.
It looks
I'm
like
willing
old school.
I'm willing
COD.
to support it if I get a
Just
little bit more
firstly-
convincing. Yeah, and I like
I
old
think
school God, so I'm kind of excited for that.
You
kind of
are
idea.
crackling, Purdy Schmurdy. Just so you know.
Thank you
I
for
don't know what you did
reminding me
last time,
now
but-
after we already started. Thank you, Sylas.
He's
all
not.
good.
Thank you
worry
for
about it.
telling us that in the middle of the goddamn
That's all good.
podcast.
He's not crackling though.
He is. Also, secondly,
No, not
I-
for me.
oh well, I don't
Okay, there we go,
think
it's fixed
it
now.
looks like. There you go. It doesn't look anything like COD classics from what I can see. It looks like COD Infinite Black Ops 4, or yeah, it looks like COD Black Ops 4.
Did you watch
man.
the gameplay?
Yeah, I watched the trailer.
You didn't. You don't think that looks like old school COD?
Game overview, deep dive trailer.
It looks a
No, it's just-
kind
it
of
just-
ish.
Like the guns look like they got the recoil of Black Ops 4 guns.
Ah, yes, the recoil.
Like the
That's thing
gunplay
that
looks like
defines
Black Ops.
graphics.
Yeah, no. Okay, wait. Let me just show you this. This, if I saw this, I go, oh, this looks like it's from Black Ops 4. Wait, let me find a good frame.
I was gonna say, your entire camera went black, and I don't know what you're talking about. I think you've actually gone delusional.
Huh.
Uh,
Look. Look. Wait. Yeah. I need to turn the brightness so you boys can see. So you boys can see.
Okay, what am I looking
Look.
at?
Wait, no. Shoot. There you go.
This is so good.
Look, this looks like straight out of Black Ops 4.
Silas, this is the audio podcast. You have to describe to people what we're looking
That's
at.
not. On Spotify, they can see it as well. The cheeky
But it's
dogs.
audio based. It's mostly audio. What are we looking at?
Well, I'm seeing a gun and a school, and we're in the whole. Oh,
My favorite combination.
sorry, I was leaking.
So a gun and a score. That is every first-person shooter ever made.
Yeah, but you could tell by like the colors. The colors are like Black Ops 4, bro. You're talking about Modern Warfare 2. That's more like a drained kind of desaturated kind of palette.
I'm talking about the gameplay.
Oh.
Except for the sliding. This looks like Modern Warfare 2 from 2009.
Oh. Well, it doesn't look like it because you just said it's not. Look, it's the gameplay. But
I just said the gameplay. The gameplay look. Silas, I swear to God, I'm going to lose it. The gameplay looks, because gameplay, I'm going off of visuals. I haven't played it yet. It looks like old school COD.
The textures and colors are too poppy to be Modern Warfare.
I give up.
It's fine. We get it. It's alright. It can be a tricky one for the untrained eye, but luckily you got me on the podcast. I'm here, 24/7.
I'm gonna end this podcast right here, just to upload a rage comp of Pertlight within 16 minutes. All right, next game. You fucking dickhead.
Let me get my wife in.
What do you mean get your wife in? What?
I thought you said you wanted a rage compilation. I'm glad my camera blurred. Censoring everything.
Anyways, Christ's sakes. Prince of Persia. They have a new Prince of Persia game coming out.
What?
Yeah,
the game
I
was
remember
only
that.
known for inspiring Assassin's Creed, and that's like the only good thing about it. Oh, wow.
Oh, that's cruel. It's not
That
the
is kinda
only.
cruel.
good.
It's
It's like
true.
one of the
It's
two.
true,
It's
though.
true. I don't like Prince of Persia, so
No,
it
but the
inspired
thing is,
Assassin's
the
Creed.
first-
That's old.
No, but the first Assassin's Creed game was initially a Prince of Persia game. Then they're like, actually, wait, this
Yeah,
doesn't
it
work for
was.
Prince. And they're like, let's call it Assassin's Creed. That's not even a lie.
Yeah, no, it
Man, I
was.
just kicked my desk. Hey, Chiefy.
Dude,
Actual-
accidentally, I
think-
don't know.
I think
like
the Prince
showing
of Persia game
abusive
looks kind
signs.
of generic and lame.
Mid.
It looks very mid. Yeah.
Mid.
It
Mid.
looks like it has that generic. What's it called?
Black Ops 4 look.
I'm gonna punch you really hard in the face.
Oh.
No. It does not have black. It has the same art style as like fucking League of Legends and that other League of Legends kind of game, but it's Overwatch and
Dungeon.
CS:GO.
Oh.
What's it called?
That other League of Legends looking game. but
There's a
it's
game.
over.
So
Valorant.
it's League of Valorant. Thank you. It looks
Valorant,
like
yeah.
Valorant. It has the same art style. Also, the main character he's a black guy with dreads, which I thought was really funny and topical. And I was like, that's so cool.
Minority.
It's just funny to me because it's like this is I'm assuming, maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm gonna look racist after this, but I'm assuming this is taking place like a couple hundred years in the past, and it's like you have this guy running around with like this really like modern hairstyle, and he's like he looks kind of like he's constantly going like like kind of faces, and it's like, who is this guy?
I really hope they do a crossover with Watch Dogs 2. They're like, what's his name? Aiden, the main character. He's like in a prison there in Prince of Persia, and then you got to rescue him.
That's Watch Dogs.
That'd be really cool.
Oh yeah,
it is Watch Dogs 1, isn't it? No,
Yeah.
No, he's in Watch Dogs 2 for a second. But
Yeah,
yeah,
but
Aiden
that's
is the guy in Watch Dogs 1. Yeah. What's his name in the second one? What's that guy called?
I don't remember. All I know is that he's just some hacker guy. I've heard a lot of people actually say that the Watch Dogs 2 is better than the first one, and I like the first one more.
I think so too. But
I think the
that's
first
a
one was
discussion for
really,
another
really
time.
cool and way overhated.
I think it's I liked it. I didn't hate it, but I think the fact that you didn't play the multiplayer also, like 4-player multiplayer, would change your mind.
it was so
like
stupid.
that-
It was so fun
Right.
and stupid.
Right, guys. So was I just
Oh.
watching like the wrong Ubisoft Forward? I don't remember Watch Dogs 1 and 2 being.
Dude, that's good. I get what you said there because you're trying to put us on track, and you're not trying to be rude, but you're being rude about it, and I don't appreciate that.
So Prince of Persia, that got like a 6 out of 10
So
for me.
mid. I wouldn't say that. I'd say about 5. It's
Then-
mid 5.
There was a moment that I had to take a shot because I cringed. I had to take 2 shots for this one because I cringed so hard. It was this. this guy comes on screen after they announce an anime. This guy comes up on stage and he's wearing like this really weird outfit that has a bunch of like buckles and stuff on it, and he has glowing blue glasses on. And he goes on stage and goes, and nobody laughs.
Sure wasn't Dr. Nefari?
It was supposed to be funny, but nobody fucking laughs. Everyone's just like, and then like 3 seconds pass, he's like looking at the crowd like he's like the funniest guy in the world. And then everyone realizes, laugh, and then he's like, and they're like, oh, ha, ha. And then he goes, I'm the producer of like the top 3 Netflix animes. And it's like, okay, dude, I didn't give a shit at that point. I skipped.
God,
I just wanted to mention that point was so cringe.
Well,
and then the next game
when
was
this?
They had a musical thing for Skull and Bones, which I don't care about because it's just shittier Assassin's Creed Black
no
Flag.
One cares it. It's just a bad, not just
yeah,
that.
Ain't nobody care about that shit.
They
Sea
had
of Thieves is like the only pirate game you play nowadays, anyway.
I would play Black Flag instead because Black Flag's actually good, but that's just me.
Oh, Sea of Thieves is good, but no, Black Flag is.
Sea of Thieves. I don't know why everyone says Sea of Thieves is good. I don't get it. I don't like Sea of Thieves. I think it's boring,
dude. I think you're right. It is boring, but if you got the power of friendship,
even with friends, no one enjoys playing it with me because I was being a cockhead. To be fair, when I was playing it, at one point they were trying to take treasure from this island. I kept throwing the treasure off the island into the water, and then whenever they put the treasure onto the ship, I would go up to the ship, grab the treasure, and put it back on the island, and so they locked me in the brig, and I didn't get to play anymore.
That does make sense. I see why.
I wish there was a way to break out of the brig. That'd be more fun, but there isn't. It's just like, okay, so now I'm trapped in here, and I just stopped playing after that. I was like, this is boring. So, you guys have fun.
Do you know the rough timestamp this thing came out? This guy?
Oh, the anime guy?
Yeah.
So this happened at, I think, like, almost exactly, let me see here. I'm almost at this point. Okay, it happens at 43:03.
Oh,
and he comes up on stage and is the corniest shit I've ever seen, and nobody laughs for like 3 seconds, and there's one guy in the back goes, ah! And then like that's the only guy in the entire crowd of like 30 people who laugh, and they're all like, it's really pathetic. The crew was, simply put, Forza knockoff.
Yeah, no, well, that's what the crew has always been.
I wouldn't know. I played the first one and it was broken when I tried to play it, so I just stopped playing. I gave up. It wasn't fun to me.
Yeah.
I would hold down the trigger to go faster, and for like 30 seconds I'd be able to go fast, and then out of nowhere I would just start losing speed, and then I'd fail the first mission, and I was like, okay,
yeah,
this is the worst game I've ever played. I can't even fucking get through the first mission. Maybe I'm an idiot.
That's exactly what it's like. No, you're not right.
Yeah, so the Crew Motorfest, I didn't watch it, to be fair, I skipped through it. But looking back at it now, it's like, this is bad. This is literally just Forza, whichever the newest Forza game, like Forza 7 or whatever. Forza 6?
Yeah.
That's what this is.
Oh, no.
That is exactly what it is, and that's the sad part.
Sorry to interject, but I just watched that clip of that guy. You didn't even mention, but the fact that he says fan fiction, you might know him for my fan fiction on YouTube, and no one replied.
Yeah, it's great. I'm glad that guy got me to
some hopes with the anime thing, but then as soon as he whipped out the fan fiction guys, like it was like, yeah, it was all or nothing at that point, and he put everything in the line and he lost it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, Forza's ripoff.
We're already past the crew at this point.
Forza bad.
Also, Assassin's Creed
$6
Mirage.
in the crew one.
Assassin's Creed Mirage.
Sorry. Ooh, now.
Yeah.
Can I be 100% honest?
I've got some.
I think.
No, you don't.
No, I think you should be 100% honest. I think
it looks like
our
shit.
viewers deserve that.
It does.
Yeah. It does.
You know
so
what?
We're on the same page.
Oh no, me as a raging Assassin's Creed fan, I despise it because there's so many things. Number one, the story does not seem compelling at all. Like, number one, I hate it obviously just straight away because one of the characters is from Valhalla or whatever it was now, and it's his origins, and I hate that already. But secondly, it's just the fact that they're going, oh my god, guys, we're going back to our roots, and we're going to basically re-release the game. We're going to start from the beginning again because we messed up. So please buy the game because we're trying to remember how we used to make games. And it's like,
Well, like
it's
another thing is like,
no.
you know what made games like Black Flag and Assassin's Creed 2 specifically? You know what made
Mm.
those games like really fun to play?
No.
Go on.
You don't know? You have no idea. Well, I would say the
Well,
fastest
there's a lot,
fucking
but I wouldn't say it.
parkour. The parkour was so fast. Like you felt like you were
True.
genuinely like when you're running from like a large group of enemies in that game, you felt like you were running. This game looks so slow.
It does. And you know what's
Mm.
funny? They actually said that Basim, the main character, is actually one of the fastest ones for parkour and that. I think Unity, by the way, I'd still, like. Story was ass, but like is in the parkour and everything that was done to a T. That was perfect. And this just looks like a step back. They've gone, okay. Like it seems like they've got like the kind of jankiness of the first game, which they already fixed in the second game. And now they're going back to that point and they're going, okay, we're gonna go back and try and I don't know. It's just, and they're going about their improvements and whatnot. They're trying to reinvent the wheel. And the thing what made, like you said, Assassin's Creed 4 stand out from all the other ones, or like Unity was Assassin's Creed 4, obviously, your pirate coolness, right? And Unity, you got multiplayer. Every single game was vastly different. Assassin's Creed 3, whatever it was, you introduced the gun as Ezio, and you Hidden Blade or what? I don't even know. I think it was Assassin's Creed 3. No, not 3. Sorry, 2. Or was it Brotherhood? I don't know what. I think it was Brotherhood. One of them, other right? Oh, Revelations. Anyway, it was in one of them. Okay, I haven't played Assassin's Creed in 5 years. Shut up. And but every single game was evolving. Even though like Brotherhood had the terrible fortress attack game. I don't know if you guys remember that, where you had to defend your base and you had to. It was like just from an aerial position, you had to plant your allies and he used to defend the fort. It was like some filler, basically, mode. But apart from that, every other thing was very well like evolved. So this game to just throw it out of the window, it just feels like a waste. It kind of feels like I could just play Black Flag. I could just play, another game.
Why don't they do what all these companies have been doing? Marley, can you go away? You're a fat, ugly dog.
A live service, Pertlight. You're right. Let's do a live service and then
That's not what I was
drip
gonna say.
feed them
Why don't we just
content.
remake the older Assassin's Creed games? It's clear that's what they're trying to
Remaster.
Like they
Okay.
clearly, no, not remaster, remake them.
There's one thing I just want to add.
What? Oh, is this gonna be another 40-minute
So
tangent where you go into like three
No,
different
of
circles and
course
then
not.
ends up back where you started?
Basically, back when I promised my viewers and followers of 0 on my original account, I said I'd be back, and I had a video in the oven. It was the only video I had, and this video I put so much effort into. It was how can Assassin's Creed save themselves? It was very easy.
Mm.
It was 2 options. Obviously, there was 2 options here, and it was taking off from Unity because it had such good like possibilities in terms of story.
Mm-hmm.
And then secondly, it was just to remake Assassin's Creed Unity for the next generation. Forget about the story bit, but actually have the multiplayer bit. Because they're legit. That would revive the franchise with ease. It would, but yeah. Anyway. I'll forget about it. Guys, check out my channel, which has no content, and I won't be uploading any soon. Check it out.
Well, like I don't know. I go back to what I said before, and I just think that what they should do. Can you go away, Marley, please?
Black pussy question mark?
I think what they stop, Chief. You fucking cockhead. Oh my god, these animals are so annoying.
Oh,
What I'm
Alinity.
trying to say was that I personally think that what they should do is just remake the older games. Just do it. Just go the fucking Resident Evil approach. Just remake them, not remaster. Remake them. Assassin's Creed
Yeah.
I
1
wouldn't go
is
so much Resident Evil. They kind of remade like an Oblivion. Wait, that's a reference to another franchise that remakes the games too many times. Oh my god,
huh? What series?
Skyrim.
Skyrim's not a remake. It's a port.
Yeah, same thing.
No, it's not. That
Wait,
is a
what is a
totally different
remake
thing.
exactly?
Okay, so remaster is where you're literally just touching up the visuals. You take an older game,
Mm.
you make the visuals good. A remake is where you remake the game from the ground up.
Yeah.
Then you
Oh.
have another one that is very rare, but it's a reimagining, where it's basically an entirely different game. It just has the same name and a similar concept.
So it's basically like you got the Halo series and you got the Halo TV series. That's a reimagining.
And then you
if the
have
Halo TV series was
Activision
a video
Blizzard's
game
favorite
slash
thing,
it's
a
basically print.
remarketing.
It's a whole new thing. So and then you got what was the last one that you just a port? A port is literally just taking a game and putting it on a different platform.
Okay, now I know then.
Yes.
Interesting. Wait,
That's
so
why-
does that mean the new Skyrim, were they not remastered? Were they just a port?
Well, okay, they were remastered kind of, but it was kind of just like
Okay.
upscaling
No,
the
I was
textures.
wondering. Like, I
remodeling
didn't
some
know.
things.
Yeah, Skyrim
That was a
got
question.
for like what was it? The anniversary edition thingamajigger. Is that it?
Yes. Well, that came okay. So the visual update and upgrade came for free. You didn't have to pay for that.
Yeah.
And then you had the whole they had the visual upgrade that came for free, and then you had a bunch of DLC shit, which was basically a bunch of what is it called? Where you're in like the little store or whatever. Bethesda had a DLC store thing for mods. I forgot what it was called.
Oh yeah. I have absolutely
Anyways,
no
that thing right there that's what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sylas.
I was gonna say something. But
No, wait, just go ahead. Go ahead, Sylas.
Yeah. See, this is a reason why you should play Skyrim, Sylas, because you can install the Skyrim sex mod.
I legit. The only reason why I haven't is because
I told him not to,
Pertlight
actually, yeah.
not to. Yeah, that's the only reason. Okay, so now I'm stuck to play Terraria every day.
You know what we could do?
Yeah.
This episode's 30 minutes long.
Mm-hmm.
What we've recorded so far. You want to like... No, because Skyrim takes too long. I was going to say, we could just like upload a shorter episode. That'd be funny. Just say, fuck the fans. Fuck the fans! You guys get a shorter episode.
Guys, keep this on. Paul keep this on tape so we know his true intentions.
Yeah. Let the fans know what he does to them.
Yeah.
Oh, did you guys feed Paul for this week?
We don't have to feed him. He lives in his own place. I'm not gonna go there and give him food.
I know, but like the door is locked. He can't even like DoorDash some groceries because he
Is
can't
it
open the
locked?
door.
Wait, did you fucking lock him in, Sylas? I told you not to fucking lock him in. Sylas, dude, what the
But
fuck?
what if he
like,
leaves?
seriously? This isn't
Sylas,
funny.
didn't
This
you-
is
didn't
actually
you-
shitty. Why
didn't
would you
you,
do that
like-
to the guy? He can't even fucking DoorDash
Didn't you
shit.
like? Didn't you like?
Okay.
Didn't
there's
you like
one
lock
issue.
the door and then just like take the key and swallow it right in
Because
front of
the
him?
thing is, no, because the issue is, like, you asked me and you were pressuring me to do these videos for your channel. I didn't have the time. I needed him to edit them for me, so I had to kind of, you know.
Why are you
prompt
making him
to
double?
edit
He doesn't
those.
have to do that. The fucking the legal like notice shit did not fucking say that. I asked you to goddamn edit them, Sylas.
You know what?
I
You know what's-
credited
what if
you,
I-
you fucking dickhead. I'll fucking ask
What
Paul
if those
then.
This is a bad time to say this, but what if those legal papers were actually all fraud and they're
What
actually
do you mean they were
they're all
fraud?
fraudulent? What if they're fraudulent and actually there's no legal backing for him to be imprisoned? It's actually just unlawful imprisonment.
What if
I don't
we
believe that. I
totally
was
just
handed them
found
by
some
a
random
judge.
Argentine asylum seeker?
What is her name? Judy?
No, it's not Judy.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna go over there and unlock
Stab in
it
the
since I'm
dark.
the only one who's fucking able to. I don't even know how the goddamn hell you did that. Fucking dickhead. All right. It's not even funny. I'm not even in a good mood anymore. I'm actually kind of pissy, but it's whatever. It's fine.
That's right, man. Just hate on the fans, and now you're trying to make them forget about your your vitriol.
I tried to unlock the padlock, but I didn't have the key, so I was kind of fucked. So I had to feed him.
Well, thank you for fucking at least trying.
No. I had to slide like really paper thin pieces of ham under the door to feed him.
That's so nasty. That poor guy.
Oh, like, well, what? What is the floor? But like, just concrete. You're just gonna have like all this dirt just getting stuck onto the ham.
Have you called the cops?
What?
Why
Bro,
would we
Why
do
would I
that?
call the cops?
Why are you? Because he's locked in his fucking apartment. Has he tried calling
House
the
arrest,
cops? Does
locked
he
in
have access to a
apartment,
phone? I
same
don't remember if
thing.
the legal thing said he couldn't or couldn't have a phone. Sylas.
No.
Sylas.
He has a phone. It's a burner phone that we use to communicate with him on occasion.
That's a good idea. Sylas, I'm actually mad right now, dude. Like, you kind of pissed me off here. I'm not gonna lie.
It's fine. No, it's cute though, because he was trying to he had no hope, so he was trying to tell people in Omegle that he needed help. No one believed him because they
Like
thought
that
it
scene
was a
from
funny.
Unfriended.
Yeah,
I heard that he
like,
was trying to call
oh.
999, so I had to just like cut the
Yeah,
landline.
Pulf
you
is
know?
basically just in. Pulf, yeah, he's been unfriended by everybody.
Unfriended by everybody. Poor guy. Anyways,
His social
Yeah,
I'll
medias
go over
have
there
been
after
shut
this.
down.
Let's talk about Ubisoft Forward.
unfriended by his family.
So Ubisoft Forward.
Yeah. Fuck. What else? Division 3.
Oh, you guys want to talk about the Division thing? Because that made me laugh really
I'll talk
hard
about
when
it
that happened.
right now.
Hey, Marley, you're fucking disgusting. Why
Don't
would you
like
do that?
it.
That was so nasty. Oh, you
Whoa,
don't.
he
Well,
doesn't
okay, hang
like
on.
it?
So let's
Whoa.
describe what happened because I was drunk at this point in the thing,
So
and it starts off with this really just for context to everyone who
Yes.
didn't see this. So it starts off with this really shitty pre-rendered like Division thing where the guys keep clicking their watches and like an orange pulse comes out and everyone's like, and it shows all these things in the environment. It's like, this is really stupid. This is retarded. And it's like, it keeps going. And it's like, what is it? Why does it look so bad? It looks like a shitty mobile game ad, right? Like it looks like a
Yeah, no.
And I'm laughing because I'm like, this looks like shit. And I stopped the video almost near the end. And I'm like, why does this look so fucking bad? It looks awful. Like this looks terrible. And then my brother, he was in the call at this point. He's like, yeah, just trust me. Just click play. And so we click play and it's a fucking mobile game. It is a mobile Division game.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think they
Because that's-
realized that like they weren't
because that's
selling on
what's-
consoles, and they're like, "Yeah, just put it on fucking phone at this point."
That's what the world needs, right? That's what the fans have been like begging
Yeah.
for several
I'm
years,
sorry,
right?
but no way the mobile industry for games is really that high. Like, sure,
All right. No, hear me
you
out.
want a
Do you
game
guys not
which-
have phones? Like,
yeah, no, but what I'm saying is, for games that are very easy, you play something, you go to the toilet, you play something, you turn it off, you go, right? You can't just be on the toilet. You're gonna get like, diseases if you're sat there going, oh, I need to get out of the black zone quickly. I've got so much loot, and you're there, and you're in the cubicle, and everybody's, your public restroom, wherever you are, right, at home, people are gonna be queuing outside. You're like, nah, I can't. I gotta do the drop.
I just
You
need to
know?
make sure, like, am I fucking drunk and
People
high? Like, what
queuing
the
up
fuck is
outside
Sylas
hours
talking
home.
about? What? What is
That's like
happening?
that's the only time I play mobile games. If you're on the toilet or something, you're on the dunny.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like as a character in the Division world. It's like sitting on the
Oh,
toilet.
no.
It's like, what the fuck is this
No,
bit?
I'm saying like the only time most people, right, play games is like on the toilet, and you want an easy game, like I'm at the moment playing head basketball, whatever it's called.
No, I agree.
Well,
I 100%
no.
agree with you.
personally,
And you don't want
I
one needs
play,
internet either. Like,
most of the time I spend playing mobile games. I play them while I'm listening to the Lethal Opinions podcast.
it's mostly Subway Surfers, but
Yeah, I dream
Well, yeah,
about
my
Yeah.
attention
I dream
span
about
is
So-
so
Subway
incredibly
Surfers making an
short.
appearance on Lethal Opinions.
Lethal Opinions.
We'll interview
Hmm
the Subway Surfer guy, whoever that is.
No, the cop.
The cop. He's like, I can't catch that goddamn kid. He keeps spray painting shit. I can't catch him. Can't catch him at all. Can't catch him.
Is he good dressed or something?
We're out of touch.
Yeah, so long story short, I don't like it. But Division as a whole franchise, ever
Dog
since like the
shit.
first game came out, I love, again, Ubisoft, it's so annoying because they make such good cinematic trailers, like the first one, all that stuff. And then the game comes out, it's just ass. And like, I don't mind them, but then they got just so boring with the whole, I hate games. I'm sorry, this is going to offend a lot of people. But it annoys me the most in games when you're shooting at something and the health bar is like I'm not just on
I
about
hate
bosses
health
here.
bars.
I want
Can we get
about
rid of
just
fucking
everything.
health bars? It's
Yeah,
so stupid.
but, like,
Just stop
just-
doing it. It doesn't work in a fucking first-person shooter most of the time. It just feels
No.
clunky and shitty. It's like
Well, no,
fucking
don't just
Destiny
that, but
does it. It's ass.
shooters.
And it's like, you know what made Halo so good? You didn't need health bars in Halo.
No.
You didn't. All the
Like when
fucking
you
visual.
played,
There's a lot of visual shit that
what's
went
his
and
name?
happened that fucking told you how much health you had or how much damage you had done to the guy.
like what's his name? Halo 2, Monkey Man. When you fight him, there's no health. What was his name? Tartarus.
Tartarus, yeah. I almost said Atriox, and I kind of want to shoot myself in the head for saying
Yeah,
that.
yeah, Tartarus. Like I said, you didn't need a health bar. The thing is, I
No,
still
you
like
don't.
that boss fight, even though he wasn't like overpowered and so much like. No, I'm joking. I didn't like the. Yeah, I didn't like.
No, that
it
was a bad example. That was
lackluster.
like the worst example you could have come up with.
Yeah, because I actually now going back to it, it wasn't a very good boss. But what I'm trying to say is, I don't know. I prefer games where there's not big chunky like health and there's a second phase. Sure, like isn't if it's like if it's a game what suits it well, sure. But in terms of shooters, I don't think shooters work well with it. You know, I'd rather like a lot of enemies as opposed to one big boss. It doesn't work with like shooters. Maybe like in those other ones where it's fantasy RPG, whatever. Like, okay, sure, that makes sense. But in terms of shooters, you want like just a swarm where you because guns, obviously, it's a very fast killing thing. Okay, and there's no
Whoa.
fantastical, mystical, whatever. There's no elements of that. So instead, it's just oh, sure, if they wear bulletproof armor, whatever. But what I'm saying is, I'd rather be swarmed by a lot and then you take them on. That's the challenge instead of actually going, oh, it's just this chunky dude, because then it becomes goofy at that point. You just can't take it seriously. That's always why I found a Division. I thought, okay, this is really goofy now. This guy's just like a bullet sponge,
Can we move on to the next game?
Yeah, sure, man.
No.
Sorry, I
Ben, for
I
so
thought we were
long.
just talking.
No, you're
I
good,
was
man.
There's some very passionate
No,
opinions about
fine.
the Division.
I was sitting here waiting to talk
you're the
about
one-
Star Wars.
Oh, this is a big one.
I
Oh,
think this
hey,
looked fucking. I see a lot of people saying it looks good. I think it looks horrible.
No. You know why I hate it? Firstly, concept I love.
I hate
Until
it.
I heard the bit, I love the concept. Apart from the part where it talks about solo play, I don't like single player with Star Wars and that. Like, sure, that Jedi Survivor one worked. Like, no, the Jedi, what's it called? The Jedi thingy one that worked single player. But in terms of a concept like this, where you're a bounty hunter and that, I don't think it should be done solo. I think it should be multiplayer. If it's a bounty hunting one,
The Jedi thingy one.
yeah, what's it
The
called? Jedi
best
Survivor
Star
and
Wars
Jedi
games
Fallen
have been
Order.
the ones that are.
Yeah, and Old Republic and all that stuff. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
But I mean, what I'm saying is that kind of concepts work. I didn't word it properly. But I mean, there's certain ones where, okay, it's a single player one and it works perfectly. Like whatever, or in Knights of the Old Republic, whatever, and all that stuff. And you got the ones where actually need to be multiplayer, obviously, like the classic Battlefronts and Battlefront 2 and that. And what's that other one? Oh, no, that's a single player one. The Storm, when you like the Stormtrooper Commando or whatever? That's a single player game. What was that one called? You know which one I mean?
Oh my god, what was it called?
Wait, what?
Republic Commando.
What? Yeah, Republic
Yeah.
Commander. Yeah.
So good.
Like
by the way. That game
okay,
fucking
yeah.
rocks.
Oh, it is. The thing is, right? Those games work, right?
Yeah, single
then when
player,
you
but
gotta-
then you can also play multiplayer.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
I mean, those games, I'm telling like as in how it works with solo and that, like as in you can have it. And as opposed to the bounty hunter, I don't like it. I think you should be able to have like some sort of, I don't know, because like you got clans and all that stuff and bounty hunting realm of stars. You want to use that instead of going, okay, it's single player sucks. I don't mind a single player like story to it. Beat you. I don't mind a single player story to it, but I prefer if it was multiplayer orientated. But yes, there you go. Continue.
Okay, cool. Great.
Right. So basically, your opinion is wrong.
Bro, do you have anything you want to say?
Not really, no, because it's just one of those things where to me, it's just another Star Wars game. I haven't really gotten into Star Wars games. It's not something that I just care about anymore. I've seen too much shit. I've had enough of giving them the benefit of the doubt. I'm just gonna wait to see until the reviews come storming in, and then we'll get an idea.
I think it looks fucking awful.
Yeah,
think the
I will
idea
say
is
that
fine.
it did look a bit bad.
Why couldn't the idea just be you play as a bounty hunter?
Yeah.
Just make it that. Like you just hunt bounties.
I think I would rather something more generic, even like I would rather something like cringy and generic, like you're a Mandalorian or something. I'd rather that over this, like
just let me play as a Mandalorian who just hunts down bounties. Like that's all I need. Fuck it, just do that. But like it's like we have this like and okay, I'm gonna go on like a big tangent here. There's a lot of cliched modern Star Wars shit in this that just makes me fucking hate it. So first things first.
Yeah.
I'm really sick and tired of quirky white person humor. You guys know it. No,
Yeah.
I'm gonna talk because you
Yeah.
talked for a goddamn an hour,
Okay, that's fair.
Silas.
That's
What
fair.
I'm gonna
That's fair.
say.
I was gonna say one comment, but it's fine.
What I was gonna say is I'm sick and tired of this quirky white person humor, and that's like the only way to describe it. Where it's literally just like, I did that, didn't I? And it's like, I want to kill you. I want to actually slit your throat and bathe in your blood. You fucking
Yeah.
pathetic waste of space. You actually are worthless to me. Like you had it in Forspoken. Like all of the dialogue in Forspoken is quirky white person humor. And I know it's like, oh, the character's
Yeah.
black. Go fuck yourself. It's written by a white person. I guarantee it. And it's all the same dog shits. Did I just do that? And it's like, I'm gonna fucking actually break someone's fucking fingers over this, like, so you can never write again. Like, and you deserve that. Like, I hope the writers of these things know, like, if they lost their hands, they would deserve it for how dog shit this writing is. But that's one thing. Second thing, I'm sick and tired of the small, cute creature thing. Stop doing it. This has been annoying since the 90s. Can we stop fucking doing this shit? This has been a thing since the prequels.
Stop trying to have your own
Damn it.
Baby Yoda.
So yeah, just stop. No, just
I was
stop doing it
gonna
at all.
say
Not even just Baby Yoda. Like Baby Yoda shouldn't even exist.
Yeah.
That one kind of works because the story's around that, but like nothing
Yeah.
else. Stop doing it. Just stop doing it. There's no
I
reason
agree
to
with
do
you.
it.
That was one point I was gonna say. Secondly, I was gonna talk about the droid, but I think you were gonna say something about that. I'm assuming.
The droid.
Yeah, companion. I don't like the whole.
I didn't get that
they're doing
far
this new
seeing the
thing.
actual droid. I saw the poster
Oh.
though, but I didn't react. I'll
No,
let you
so
talk about it here in a
basically-
second.
Okay, yeah. continue.
I also think the gameplay looks like shit. It looks sluggish and slow and boring. And it's like it all looks like shit. And it's like if you're making a game like this where you're supposed to be playing as this outlaw, why can't we make our own character?
Yeah.
Ubisoft has done this before in the past. Why can't we just make our own character at that point? That'd be cool. No, we have to
I don't
play
know.
as fucking Forspoken Lady 2. That's what it is. She's literally Forspoken
Yeah.
Lady 2. I don't remember the Forspoken girl's name. All I know is that she's a fucking
No one
sneakerhead.
does.
That's all I know. That she's a literal sneakerhead. That's the because she literally at one point she gets all these like
That's her
mystical
personality.
clothes and shit in Forspoken, and then she's like, no, keep the sneakers. It's like you're a fuck.
What
Kill
is
yourself.
Forspoken?
Yeah.
You don't know what Forspoken is?
No, I actually don't. Sorry, but
We have
I
a new
clue.
new goddamn couch co-op series to do on my channel. I'm gonna get
Oh, is it
Forspoken.
bad?
Yeah.
It's one of the worst
Yeah,
games that came out
Forspoken
within
was-
this generation. It is the
Oh,
worst
yeah,
game.
no.
I'd argue.
Jeez.
It was
Um,
bad. Like,
Have you
bad,
am I
bad.
able to mention my point or no? Do
Yeah, you
have
can go ahead.
more? So
Actually,
think
no,
Rogue
no,
One-
you can't go ahead.
Rogue One did the whole droid concept companion thing. I think that, like, again, Star Wars obviously it's always had a droid companion in that, but I mean, having a humanoid kind of thing where it's that kind of relationship they had in Rogue One, and they had it in Mandalorian with the bounty droid, and now they got it in this one where it's a companion. It's like they can't come up with anything fresh. Like, yes, it's cool, but it gets so old now, especially
There's
being
a
this
difference. There's a
Modern Star
difference
Wars.
between. There's a difference between tradition and lack of innovation, right?
Yes.
It's modern
Traditionally, you
Star
got
Wars.
R2D2 and all that stuff
This,
makes
this
sense.
is this
cool.
is not an expression of tradition. This is an expression of lack of innovation.
Yeah, exactly. Like, okay, sure, droids have always been a staple and stuff, but you've had like the two main ones. That's intentional, right? Because obviously it also
Yeah.
has links to the Skywalker, whatever. But like in terms of this, there's no excuse. It's okay, cool. Droid companion, white woman, cool. Tick tick. Little little animal pet tick. But the thing is, right?
I'm sorry. Wait, did you say she was a white woman?
What?
Did you say she's a white woman?
Not the main character.
Yeah, I was gonna say she's not a white woman.
Yeah, no, she's not.
Okay, all right. I was very confused. Who are you talking about?
No.
White women then?
Wasn't it that Imperial lady in the trailer?
Isn't that Battlefront 2?
No, the when she goes to meet up
What?
in like the little gameplay, the cinematic trailer, and the droid's like, "Hey, don't trust them." And then there's like the Imperial lady, and she's hanging out with that green lady, and they're like, "Ooh," and they pull out guns against each other, and they're like, "Oh," and she's like, "I'm gonna flee the planet."
Did she? I didn't. Is she white though?
I don't know.
I'm watching the thing
I'm
again.
pretty
I'm
sure.
looking for a white woman.
She's wearing the only one wearing an Imperial uniform.
I don't see any.
She
white
might not
women.
be. You can't be serious. This is the one game where I say it's a
She's
white
not
woman.
white. I can see the character you're talking about. I think you're talking about this girl. She's not white. In
You
fact,
can't-
she's
I was
she's like so ethnically like confused that I guarantee
I was
she's like the mother of the main character.
you know what the sad part about this is? The sad part is right. I was just making a little throwaway comment about there being a white woman. And it's the one Star Wars title or anything that doesn't have a white woman in it. You know, that's just anyway. What I'm saying is,
I'm
like,
sorry,
I think
I'm still hung up on ethnically confused. It's gonna be the
like,
best.
they haven't decided yet.
Silas, I don't know why. I looked back at your camera. I thought you'd taken your shirt off, and I was really uncomfortable.
I have. So no, I think all right. Just quickly, I'm gonna wrap it up very fast for you. I think the best concept you could legit simply with the bounty hunter thing have a Ghost Recon style game where you go squad of 4 or whatever. You're all bounty hunters and you go in for a bounty into like a base, whatever. I think that would work even better than whatever this garbage is done.
It's so funny that you say that because like you could have just used the example of oh my god, now my brain's fucking fried. I don't even remember what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, the whole the Assassin's Creed Unity game. That would have been a better example.
Actually, yeah, that would have been a better
I know.
example.
It's just funny because you always talk about Assassin's Creed Unity, and then when the time that it actually makes sense to bring it up, you bring up an
Dude,
entirely
that's
different
true.
game.
That's true, man.
Ghost Recon, I mean, it's kind of similar in that concept of drop in, drop out kind of shit. You know, I agree with that.
It's got real battle zone, you know.
Yeah, you can. I
But
want to play as a Star Wars character who says
Battlefront 3.
shitballs whenever a vehicle
Shitballs.
tilts 2.9 degrees to the left.
I'm a goddamn shitball Mason. You
I'm a
know that.
You should know
shitballs.
that.
So
I'm gonna
yeah,
grab your
anyways, that was
goddamn
pretty bad.
balls, Mason.
Yeah,
Yeah. Stinky.
and then they also had an Assassin's Creed VR game get announced, which of course they didn't have.
I
the
have
actual
some
game
bad
for.
history with this game. I don't know if you guys want to hear about it, but I have a deep-rooted history with this game.
This game isn't
Deep.
out yet.
No, trust me, I've had some. Do you want to know?
Well, I mean, obviously,
I'm gonna tell you anyway.
I'm confused. Wait, so you know it's not out yet, right? Like,
So, I know. So,
Okay,
what
alright,
happened
that's all I
was
was
this
confused
game has been just like discussed for years, right? It's been discussed for 5 years, 4 years, I would say, right?
mhm.
This has been in the thought process bubbling, and I was like, you know what? And they're like, guys, here's a little leak for you guys. There's some leaked, information about this game coming out for VR, and I'm like, oh, what's the VR game it's coming out for? Oculus Quest 1. I'm like, yes, I'm gonna get that. Got the thing. A year after its release, Oculus Quest. Hey guys, it would suck if we released Oculus Quest 2, which actually makes your whole console obsolete, and then we stop updating your thing and we stop releasing games towards it. That'd be really funny. So I spent $650 to get screwed over the following year by Meta. Well, they call themselves Meta now because it's Meta.
I'm
And
sorry, you
it's
paid
metal.
how
They've
much?
done this. That's how much they cost. Well, no, they cost like 800 initially when they first came out. I got them when like a couple months after they got out. I legit got it on sale. That's how much they costed back then.
Dude, the
I
Oculus
got it
Quest
right.
2 is like fucking 300.
Yeah, now yeah. Oh no, because you mean USD.
Oh, that's okay. That's yeah, okay.
Wait, let me think. Wait 1 second. 650 AUD to USD.
Oculus Quest 1.
Okay, $447.
On launch.
447 USD.
The Oculus Quest 1 was only 400.
I've been scammed.
You must have been scammed.
Amazon scammed me.
Unless, I mean, that's
Well, yeah.
USD, so whatever USD to that would be.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it was around about like $600. I know that. Yeah, it was around $600.
479.
So yeah, whatever 600 AUD is, and
That's what it was for
600
Australian. It
AUD
was
to USD.
400. Holy
Yeah.
fuck.
You got
Huh?
scammed.
yeah, no, legit, that was the normal price. I don't know if that's right because I actually was it $600? Or am I making that up?
You're making it up.
No,
You're a
okay.
liar. You're a sick fucking
I think I might be
liar.
making up. I might be the same case as me calling her a white woman. Maybe it's just the same again. No, but it was a lot, right? And I saved up a lot for that. It was like a Christmas, and I loved it. Not gonna lie, I loved it, especially the Star Wars Vader Immortal games. The story was ass, but like as in, it was sick. Star Wars VR, it was sick, right? And then yeah, I mainly got it though for the FNAF Help Wanted when that was coming out, because that was apparently going to be really good. Actually, it was not bad. And then it was going to be, oh guys, Assassin's Creed, and that was like the main thing I was hyped for. I was like, yes, Assassin's Creed. And then they hit me up with that, and I've never been so saddened by it. There's a community. I think it was on Reddit. I don't know. There's a community of people who got the Oculus Quest 1 who've just been so sad that they wasted all their money and they've just been screwed over by the thing. I'm not even joking. So anybody who bought Oculus Quest 1, I'm sorry. I feel the exact same pain as you. We've been screwed over. It's worse than Apple with the phones, because at least they give you like 5 years before they start updating it and killing it. You know, like we've just got screwed over like 2 years from the get go. But yeah, there's my little rant for you. So this new Assassin's Creed game, no matter how good it is, I hate it because you did some bad things, man. You didn't even release, you didn't even release, and you'd already crushed my dreams. So there you go. I'm a three-dimensional character, so I got these kind of things, these little quirks.
So yeah,
Did I just do that?
I'm glad that
Sylas is like totes quirky. Oh my god.
So yeah, anyways, what I was gonna say was that with the new Assassin's Creed game, I hate it too, but not because of any of that. I think it just kind of looks like ass. It is pre-rendered. There is no gameplay, of course, because why would they show that? Because it looks bad, I bet. And as I'm watching it, I'm like, this looks like shit. This looks like complete garbage. And I was right, because I guarantee it's going to be bad, because why the fuck would you want a parkour running game for a console where you stand up still and you can look all around? It'd feel like ass to do, right? There's a reason why a lot of parkour games are third person. First person's nauseating. It's like, imagine you're playing a Spider-Man in a Spider-Man game. It's first person, and you're swinging around. You're like, just woo! It's like, you know what I mean? You wouldn't be able to fucking see what's happening.
I'm the one rare case where I don't get motion sickness at all.
I don't
so
either.
I wouldn't mind that.
Well, it's not about minding it. That's not the problem. The problem is just you have to keep an eye on everything while you're standing still. When you're in real life running and doing real life parkour, it's a lot easier. It is. Like, just objectively, it's a lot easier, because in VR, you're fucking standing still. And you have to keep your head moving at all times, and sometimes there's lag and shit. Because I have an Oculus Quest 2, it's
that's
right
the
there, and I
worst.
used it. It has a lot of issues, so it's just it's not perfect.
No, definitely. Like, imagine yours amplify that. That's the amount of I
also think it's funny that in the trailer they had Assassin's Creed 3 Indigenous Man as one of the characters you can play as, because it looks like it's gonna be like one mission per character or something like that weird. And it's like, anyway, so it's like you play as Connor, and then they have like the next one, and it's this like one, it's that bitch from the one where it's in Rome, and it's like,
oh, that's not Assassin's Creed. Stop talking about that. It's just random Roman game.
But yeah, it's just like she's in there, and it's like, okay, so you guys are doing like more modern age characters, but why is Connor? And then it cuts back to fucking Ezio, like. Who the fuck are we? Why do we have two classics and then this fucking one chick from the game that nobody liked? Like, universally, everyone hated Odyssey.
Well, actually, the name of the actual game itself was just a missed opportunity. Like, that itself was a missed opportunity. They could easily have called that game The Animus. It's you're putting on a VR headset and you're playing the memories of all the people. It works even. But instead they call it, what was it?
I don't even know. Assassin's Creed VR.
No, I'm pretty sure it's called Nexus or something. I don't know. But it's like, oh, it's Nexus. You could legit just call it just Animus.
Yeah, it's called Nexus.
I feel like I'm sat in a rubber room listening to two people sat in a rubber room filled with rats. Like, this is just stupid at this point. Like, I'm fucking. What the fuck am I listening to? I don't know if either of you have noticed, but I've been completely silent this entire time, just listening.
No, I mean, you've been Brody this entire time.
He's got you there.
I mean, I'm not an Assassin's Creed fan, so I can't exactly.
I'm not
either. Yeah, well, I'm not a Brody fan.
Oh, wow, that was mean.
Wow.
But yeah, it's really funny because the entire time, like, the guy who's playing this, because all these VR trailers are the same. They have the pre-rendered garbage, and then it keeps switching from like the gameplay to the person playing it with the VR headset on, and it's a black guy. And at the very end, like, it's supposed to be like this really cool fight scene. And Ezio, by the way, also has 2 hidden blades, which is not accurate from what I remember. He only had 1.
No, he does. He's the one guy who does have two hidden blades.
Okay, well, from in Assassin's Creed 2, because he gets them in Brotherhood.
I don't know. I don't know. I can't remember.
Because he has one of them, and it looks like it literally just comes out of his shirt. Like they didn't model the other blade, and it looks really weird. And it's like, did you guys just not model that? Like, did you think no one's gonna see that? It looked
No,
bad.
it's a glitch, and it's the glitch in the Nexus. You don't understand.
Yeah.
It's actually it's realistic because they're glitching and yeah, man.
But anyways, so he pulls out two hidden blades, and he's playing as Ezio, and he jumps down on one guard, which is weird because you have two hidden blades. Why are you jumping on one guard with that? But then it cuts to the black guy, and I shit you not, he's going like these. And it's the most goofy looking shit I've ever seen. It's like, he's supposed to look badass, but it's like, okay, listen, now I'm gonna be real. This is what someone who's playing VR looks like. They don't look cool. Like, everyone wants to get VR because if you look cool, you're gonna look like a dickhead. Like, you're gonna look dumb as shit. You're not gonna feel dumb. You're gonna feel cool, but
You're gonna
look
sick,
stupid.
But you look, yeah.
But what's funny
No,
is
I
it's
can
like,
relate.
he literally goes like this. He goes, and it is the fucking lamest shit I've ever seen.
You know what the most like the it's
Oh.
I think the most
I want to
game
see that,
you-
but like with Freebird playing over it.
It's so
that
bad.
just
And
push
then
play a Beat Saber Freebird walkthrough. You'll be able to see how stupid it looks.
He takes his headset and lifts it up and goes, and it's like, dude, you just fucking swung your arm 3 times and you're an in-shape black dude. There's no way that you're out of breath right now from that. It wasn't intensive.
Dude, it was in immersive experience. Come on, man. He was in the Nexus. He was in the Nexus.
He's
Yeah.
the Nexus, yeah. I wanted to see if I can pull out like the exact screenshot here of this because it
think-
looks fucking
please do.
abysmal. Oh wait,
While you do that though, I think the game that makes you look the most stupid in VR is probably Pistol Whip. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of that game. That game is sick. I love that game, but
is
like,
that the one where playing as a space pirate or something?
No. That's the one where it's like they legit just say, "Oh, we're the John Wick simulator," and they have legit like John Wick-esque music, and you go around and you shoot. It's like the best. Oh, I love it. It's my favorite one. But if you turn on the difficulty, it's just you're bending over it. You gotta legit stretch before that game.
So
Bad. Yeah, no, it's good though. That's like the one VR game that made me actually sweat. And I was like that one black dude.
Have you? I will say, of all the VR games I played, my favorite one's probably Blade and Sorcery. That game's way too fun. I can't wait for them to finish it because like-
oh yeah, if I could play that game, I would probably say that's the
it's
best.
so good, dude. It's so fun because like here's the thing, right? I at first I didn't like it very much because it felt kind of clunky. Or actually, no. At first I loved it, and then they updated it, and I think they made the AI, or they made like the way you attack people a little bit more better technically. Because like before, you could literally just get a saber and just run at people and just impale them.
Yeah.
And there was no resistance, and it was really funny. But it felt natural. If you just went up to someone with a fucking
Yeah.
sword and just ran at them with it pointing out, it would go through them like fucking butter, right? Like, but they changed it,
Yeah.
I think, to balance it. So now you can't do that. And so you'll run
have
at
to
someone
swing
expecting it to
properly and
stab
then
through
you-
them. Sometimes it will work, especially if they're unarmored, it'll go right through. But then there's other times where it's like, what? Why didn't that go through? And it's really frustrating, but
Yeah.
it made me realize like that I need to play more realistically. So I started like actually training myself a little bit to like use actual sword fighting techniques and shit. Little ones, not like I'm not like a professional, obviously, but like I would hold my
Yeah,
sword down
professional.
here, ready for a blow at any time. And then there was one part where this one chick, she spotted me, started running at me, and she went for a downward strike. And it was the coolest thing. I'm sure I looked like a fucking cockhead in real life because that's what you do in VR, right? But I literally took it. I took the sword, I deflected it like this, knocked it back, and then I swung it back like that, and I cut off her head.
Right.
It was the
Yeah,
coolest.
but you're saying this one thing. It would be the coolest, but what was your opponent?
All right. Anyways, back to what I was saying.
It's not really a breadth of skill shown, is there?
Shut
I mean-
up. Anyways, I cut off her head, and it was really cool.
I would very much like to see like a really professional martial arts kind of person, you know, someone who's really good with swords.
I just
What
want
was
to do that
also
real
really
life,
cool
though,
though
like,
is
I'd love
I
to
put
see
the
that.
sword on my back. I grabbed her head and took her sword. And when I saw the next enemy and they spotted me, what I did is I put the head on the ground. I stabbed the head into the ground using her sword, and it felt like it was a really cool intimidation thing. It didn't do anything, obviously, but it was like
If I had the opportunity to play a VR game like that, what I would want to do is like that thing from Far Cry where you like stab someone as a takedown and then you grab their knife and
You could
throw
do
it
that.
at someone else. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanna do that. I wanna feel what that's like because it sounds very fun.
It is a very, very
Dude,
fun game.
I'd do the floss, but I'd
You know,
do it.
you can
not
also
as
do
in the proper
Assassin's Creed
mode.
shit in Blade and Sorcery.
Yeah.
They have
Yeah.
hidden
There's
so
blade
many mods
mods,
now.
and they even have little
Yeah.
little blade things that you can get instead and stuff
Yeah.
using mods. You can use that,
You
and
could
you can just
legit
do
have
that.
Star Wars even. There's that many
This is
mods in
a-
the game.
This is a
Oh, you're saying you
great
turn
episode
Blade and
about
Sorcery into
Ubisoft.
Star Wars.
This is such
Yeah.
a good episode about
Mods.
Ubisoft Forward.
Anyway,
This is
next
good.
game.
Thank you, Brody, for ruining the fucking fun, man. Let me see
Yeah.
here. So black guy sweating, and I think that's everything.
Okay, well, I have a little extra thing because obviously my immense passion and knowledge of this topic. There's some other game trailers I dropped this week. So
Yeah,
I'll
we are an hour down, so we might as well talk about them.
yeah, man. Well, we're not gonna go for another hour, but we'll just we'll talk briefly, maybe 10 minutes or so. So y'all watching, you could put some hot pockets in your oven. Wait, why are you what?
Pockets in your
Anyway,
oven.
Hot pockets in your oven. Do that. Start a fire, but don't do it. Don't look though. You're watching Lethal Opinions podcast. You got to finish it. You can't turn off that fire or put it out. You got to finish this episode first. That's the challenge, guys. Okay, I already do the Lethal Opinions challenge. You set fire to your house and you got to listen to the end of this video until you can intervene. All right. So, Payday 3. That was one of the games trailers released for gameplay. And oh boy, it looks like Payday, because it is, quite frankly. And
Whoa, really?
yeah, big one. And it looks fun. I did mention it previously before recording. The most Payday thing about it is the fact that the double barrel shotgun shot 3 times, which is great. We love that.
Which
But
is
yeah,
exactly
game
what we
looked
want.
fun. It looked like Payday 2 on steroids, basically. So can't really
Well, that's
complain.
exactly what we want, isn't it?
Graphics, I can't say it looks amazing because obviously
Well, they're
I don't
not.
expect them to go. Yeah, I
Yeah,
couldn't
yeah.
expect them to go
We're not
4K,
we're not
120 FPS.
exactly expecting the best of graphics.
Yeah,
But
just rubber
what
bank in real life.
what
and
I
feeling
am
that.
excited for, is the change in engine that they're working the game with.
True.
Because
Hey,
do,
good
do
promise.
you
They
do
could
you
build this from the ground up in Halo
do you,
Infinite.
do you know about that, Sylas?
Yeah, the slip space engine.
Yeah, because Payday 2 was made on the fucking diesel engine, which is God Almighty. Why did you do that?
Yeah.
The fucking irony of the fact that Payday 2 was built on an engine designed for racing games, and yet the driving in the game is one of the worst driving mechanics I've ever used. So I'm very excited for how
Driving
Payday.
in Payday 2.
Yeah, well, there's vehicles you can drive.
Yeah, you
right?
didn't know there's a racing mini game where you can achieve more money if you do it right.
No, fucking like there's like what's it called? Aftershock, where you can drive the truck.
I did not know that.
I never did it because
Or
I've
car
heard it was
shop.
bad, and like one time someone did it, they complained about it, and I was like, okay, I'm never gonna do this then.
Right.
It's oddly kind of it's shitty but fun still. But yeah, no, the driving in Payday 2 is not good.
But yeah,
But
Payday though as
but
a whole,
it's
it
Payday,
looks
so you're not
good.
expecting it to be
Yeah,
good.
Payday's goofy. It's great though. I
Yeah.
don't think that anybody can say Payday is bad as a game.
As
I think
as long as they hold that goofy nature of it
that
to
formula.
heart. Yeah. As
Yeah.
long as they keep that, I think they'll do fine.
Yeah. Okay, and I think closing statement for Payday 2 or Payday 3, I may say. What is everybody's favorite character, like Payday character? Go.
I don't care enough. Like,
Hoxton or Wolf,
I
either
play
one of
as
those.
Jacket.
I like Hoxton.
I just play as Jacket.
Why would you
Hoxton's
play as
the
Jacket?
G.
Fuck Jacket.
Why play as Jacket?
'Cause
Yeah.
I like Hotline
Next
Miami.
game is well, actually, there was another game that released. There was another one, and I was like,
I have
ooh.
one, but I'm not gonna tell you.
How could you? Is Sex with
Starfield!
Hitler 3 out? Aww.
That's not that one where. No, that's not the one I think it is. You wouldn't be that excited
What's
over
going
that one.
on
For
with
some
your face,
reason,
bro?
my head went to like a game about a fox. It's not that one, is it? Please don't tell me it's
What
that.
the fuck are you, Star
No.
Fox? That's Nintendo.
Yeah. Okay, cool. I don't know what Starfield is then. Thank God you weren't excited about that
You
game.
don't know what
I'd be very
Starfield
worried.
is?
Or maybe not. Let me look. You continue talking. I'll just find it.
Dog.
Hey Marley, how the fuck do you not know what Starfield is? This is like the most like anticipated game of like the past decade. Bethesda's been talking about this for a fucking decade, Sylas.
Yeah, well, they did. Another company talked about a game over a decade and had Keanu Reeves in, and look how that game went. So,
That's not
you
what
can't really get
okay. Yes, that game also looked really kind of weird and sketchy because they didn't show a lot of gameplay for it for a lot of those years. I agree. I don't
That's because they
disagree
didn't
with that
have
logic.
gameplay.
What?
That's because they barely had any gameplay for all
I think
those
they had
years.
gameplay. I think they just didn't like. Have a good idea.
Guys, Idris Elba's in the new DLC. Oh my god, must get it now.
Okay, so new game releases. Is Sex with Hitler free out yet? Or
It's
no?
been out. It's called
Oh,
Sex with
shit.
Hitler 2099, I think.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Whoa!
Or 2077, whichever. I think it was a parody of Cyberpunk. I think it was like literally like Cyber Hitler or something like that. 2099, it's the third game in the trilogy. Yeah.
Cyber Hitler, Jesus. Sex with Cyber Hitler.
But yeah,
Well-
so my whole thing is like with Starfield, it looks fucking amazing. I'm really hyped for it. It looks like one of the greatest role playing
Oh.
games of all time.
Yeah.
What are
It
you
does look
what are you meant to do in it? Give us a synopsis.
Oh my god, Sylas, you're fucking making me so angry this episode. Okay. So
Give us
Starfield
a
is
Oh,
essentially
really? Just
it
explain
is
it. I'm just-
it is a game set in space, obviously, and you can go to all these planets. You can go. You can literally go get into a spaceship and fly across the universe, and you'll go to planets, whatever. There's like hundreds of planets, if I remember correctly. Now, to be absolutely fair, to be absolutely clear, you can't like go to a planet and then like land on it within one sequence like you can in No Man's Sky. But that allowed them to make the worlds more realized. Like you can go to a planet, you can get close to it, and then you go and initiate a landing sequence kind of thing, and it lands you in the same spot every time.
Right, yeah.
So you can't explore the whole planet, but in my opinion, it's better because No Man's Sky had a lot of nothing on the planets, right?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
cool as a concept, but there's nothing to do when the planet's fucking empty. So when
Hey
you
man,
have,
listen. You land on fucking a planet in Mass Effect 1, nothing happens. You're just in a buggy and there's like nothing. It's
Exactly.
just nothing.
So having anything is cool in my opinion. I agree.
Yeah. I would rather have the planet actually have an identity and have a world built around it instead of just nothing.
Yeah, so basically the whole entire game, from what I can tell right now, is just you're literally just a citizen in the stars, and you can explore and do whatever you want. You can go and be an outlaw, you can be a cowboy, you can go and be a scientist and explore shit. There's a part in the whole entire thing where they talked about how this one chick's like, yeah, I want to be who I can be, and she starts talking about how she stole sandwiches, and then she goes into the bottom of her ship, which by the way, you can make your own spaceships, 100% make your own spaceships, interior and exterior, which is really fucking cool.
Yeah. Of course.
You can also build your own space stations, like on planets and in space. It's really, really cool. But you can go down. She goes down to her plant. She goes down to the basement, and there's like literally hundreds of sandwiches just lying around. She just stole sandwiches from people, which I think that woman should be fired from Bethesda and hired by the CIA because she's a fucking genius. I get that.
Absolute genius.
You can do literally anything. You can also, they added mechanics where you can literally come up with your own backstory. Like they have traits which they got from Fallout New Vegas and older Fallouts, which thankfully they took that finally in. It's one of my favorite mechanics of the older Fallout games. But you can do things like you can give yourself an adoring fan, which is a reference to Oblivion. You can give yourself shit like you can have family that you can go and visit. You can do all this cool shit.
Oh.
Well, that sounds really good. I like that. But while you were explaining, I don't know what game that was now, but it reminded me there was this one game. I don't know if you guys have heard it, where like keeps people invested into it, and it was gonna be like a similar kind of game. And I was like, oh, and like there was like some investments for these like certain things. And I think it ended up. I don't know if it's released yet or something. But it was like, oh, it's gonna be such a great game and all that.
Is it a space game?
And yeah, and it was
Is it
like the
Star
same
Citizen?
thing. Imagine. It might be actually. I don't know, but there was
Stars
one where
don't-
like just was.
Star Citizen. That's the one where you. I think I know what you're talking. I bought it and I played it and it's not good. Is it
No,
the
I
one
know.
where you have in order to play the game you have to buy a spaceship? Like you have to spend real world money on a spaceship and then it gives you access to the game.
Yeah.
Star Citizen is one of the most broken games. Jesus, I keep
Yeah.
kicking my fucking table. Star Citizen is one of the most broken games ever made. It's really sad because
Yeah,
the game had a
no,
lot of
it is.
potential. It's because the team keeps like adding shit that they don't need to add. Like fucking they have a story mode that isn't even out yet because they're still working on it. And before they made that, they were fucking making a kart racing update, and it's like, are you guys fucking serious? We don't need this. Like, just fucking finish the game. But yeah, it's that game's really disappointing. I played it. It's fun, but it's really disappointing.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Well, that game does sound cool. The other one, Starfield.
I watched
Starfield
someone
looked
review it.
really good. It looks.
I might
Yeah,
look
no,
at the
it
trailer.
does.
It
It
looks
does.
sick.
Like I haven't been keeping up on tabs with the fucking with Starfield, but I have seen enough of it to know that
so
it
it's
does
been
look
over a
good.
decade as well.
Mhm.
So I'm lucky. I've hopped at the end of the bandwagon, so now I don't have to
You're
deal
not
with
as
the waiting.
hyped. You're not as like. Well, I was the same way. I didn't trust the game, but
Well,
I
no,
watched the
I
trailer.
would
I'm
be
like, okay.
hyped. No. From what I can hear, what you're saying, it sounds sick. I'm kind of hyped, but at the same, why is it just PC though?
Well, I was gonna say you can only play on new gen consoles and PC, and on new gen it's
Yeah.
locked at 30 FPS.
Yeah.
I don't mind that. I'll take that.
Okay, I'm the same way. A lot of people were complaining about it, but it's like, okay, first of all, they already addressed this. They said we want to lock at 30 FPS so we can retain the visual fidelity.
Yeah.
They want to keep the
I'll
graphics high,
take
so
that.
they're risking frame rate, which I disagree with in the concept, but I understand.
Yeah,
and if that's what they want to do, as long as they acknowledge the fact this is why we're doing it, we want to give you guys the best visuals possible. I'm all for that. That's fine.
I'd rather like
give me the
high
option.
performance over. Yeah.
I 100% agree with you, Sylas, but at least they're saying
But it makes sense.
Yeah,
it makes sense. No,
it's not Redfall where they locked it at 30
released
FPS because the game wasn't complete. You know.
Well, it's not like
Yeah.
Cyberpunk. What is Cyberpunk lock on the Xbox Ones and that? They
Oh, the
locked on
Xbox
some.
One,
And like,
you can't even play on the Xbox One anymore unless you had a physical copy.
Yeah.
Because they took it off the store and everything because they couldn't run on them. You can. It was.
Yeah. No, I had it on an Xbox One.
You did? You bought that game over Skyrim?
Yes. But no, the thing is, right, I was, as everybody was, I went into the store, right? I went in the store and I was like, oh, EB Games, or as Brody, Brody has game, or you have game stuff, right? I walk in, I'm like, hey, I want this game. And then I got it, and then I got this cool little map with it, and I played it, and and I even tried to play on my Series X, because I was like, okay, you know what, they've updated it. I played it last year, and I'm like, they've updated it, apparently it's good. It still it wasn't cool. And yeah, and then the worst part about it, right?
Who could have guessed?
After finding out it was terrible, my mum was like, "Oh, you were so hyped for this game earlier this year for Christmas. I got you this samurai hat thing," and I'm like, "That's just adding salt to the wound." So it kind of got me a bit sad. But hey, talking about disappointing games, Idris Elba, new DLC. The game is still ass, but hey, Idris Elba's in it. I don't know how, but he's in it. And same with Keanu. And I guess, yeah, they're pushing more for celebrities. Instead of actually just, going, hey guys, you know what we're going to do? We're going to get forced by our shareholders to release the game at Christmas. And then once you release it at Christmas, is ass. And then they go, you know what? It's fine. We're going to promise you a multiplayer mode next year. And then you know what they say? They say, you know what? No, that multiplayer mode, it's not happening. It's not coming.
I'm
Even
stuck
though you
at the
guys
fact
bought
that you
it,
didn't buy it on launch.
it's not coming.
And you bought it later after you heard all this shit happen, and
No, I
still
bought it on
didn't
launch.
buy Skyrim.
I bought it on launch.
Oh, I thought you said you didn't buy it on launch.
No, I pre-ordered it and then went in the store and picked it up. Yeah.
That's still bad. The fact that you bought that over something like a good game like Skyrim, still like.
The thing is, right? I always say, I emphasize this every time. I didn't have any good, what's the word? Influence in terms of games. I didn't have any diverse. Like you, yeah. No, I didn't have a good friend group who were like, you know what, this is a cool. I was very much in the friend group of going, okay, this is this Call of Duty looks sick. Let's do this one. And
your friends
it was very much
just play Black Ops 4. That's just
hey, Black Ops 4 Blackout was sick. I love that. That was great. Good times.
You're okay then.
for-
Your friends think
grind-
Black Ops 3 has the best campaign.
Oh no, I remember we wait. No,
Of course, no, like that's too far. Of course.
Black Ops 4 had the best campaign.
Oh yeah, my favorite. I love it when there just isn't one.
No,
I
I
fucking-
prefer the Nightmare mode on Black Ops 3. It was so well fleshed out. It was great. I think that's what it's called. That was
All
so
right.
broken, whatever that was. But
We're
yes,
gonna go ahead
Brody.
and I was gonna say we're
Closing
gonna end the
statement.
episode early today. Yeah, because
I was gonna say, I think no, I don't think we should. I think we should let Brody actually have a 20-minute rant. Go, Brody. Tell us.
all right, yeah.
Right, so basically,